Hey, high school was so fun. We had names like Deski. If you hear Deski, that's your deskmate. The best days I used to like during food, pilau day. It was once in every week. Saturday tena. Once in every week. Don't meet kwa tunakula twice. Wednesday and Saturday, yeah, if I'm not wrong. Another, we had family names like mother, daughter-in-law, mother-in-law. We fit all these categories. We used to stay ni kama tu yani kupanga yani. Muko room, this room, but in that room there is a mother, a daughter, friends, what. High school life was so funny. But we learned how to stay with people. We learned how to cope with life, stay with people, sharing, to cope with the food and everything. High school life, bana. Ah! How are you, beautiful people? How are you, gentlemen? How are you, elders? How are you? Everyone who is watching today, how are you? If it's on a Sunday, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. For those who are Muslim, assalamu alaikum. For those who are kids, mambo zenu. For those who are youth, hi. How are you? It's your girl back again, Flavor Priq-xs, and today I have a very fantastic talk. We are going to talk about let me see, high school life. How was your high school life? How did your high school life take you? To me, it was a bit bad and good. Like I don't know, nikiweka kwa percentage naweza iweka kama high school was, if it's money wise, I can give it 80%. Nilikuwa napata pesa nikiwa high school. But if it's food, punishment, early morning, oh God. So how was your high school? So tune in as we talk about high school life. So as we start, we are going to start by, okay, I have a questionnaire with me as we are talking. I have a questionnaire with me here that will direct me as we are talking. So my first thing I'm going to talk about is, how was life as a Form 1? Wow! How was life as a Form 1? Life as a Form 1, it wasn't easy. Life as a Form 1, it was not easy. Okay, I went to Ngozi Girls High School when I joined my Form 1. Okay, before I joined Form 1, kuna tuka like a feeling mtu anakuwa nayo, like, wow, I'm joining Form 1. Wow. You feel like ni wewe peke yako ndo unajoin Form 1. Sijui if you get this feeling I'm saying. Yani kuna vile tu mtu feel like you're anxious, like nataka kwenda. Kwanza ile time maybe wenzako wameenda a week before na bado hujaenda, maybe school fees ama shopping haijatosha. Unaweza kula watu kwa nyumba. I was like nataka kwenda shule. So my late dad hapo, he used to alingangana. My dad ngangana so much. Alingangana, so I got the shopping. Nikaenda, okay, Ngozi Girls sikuitwa, but nilifanya kutafutiwa with a friend of my mom. So kujoin day 1. I remember day 1 nikijoin, okay, the friend to my mother, mtoto wake ndo alikuwa mamangu. So when I was admitted, ilikuwa ukifika kwa gate unapewa mother. So I got a mother. Her name was Leah Norman. So when I joined Form 1, kuna viji rules wewe, kuna rules tu fulani tu. You're not supposed to speak in Kiswahili. Mimi sikuwa najua. It was my first day. Nishaadmitiwa, nishapewa admission number, my mom has gone, nimebaki hapo shuleni. I got someone I knew. Though ukiwa Form 1, ukiwa Kagunyi, ukishaanza kuona hiyo dalili, kwanza that day I met with someone na plate. Na plate ya sahani ya githeri ndo anaenda. Nilifika kitu saa 9. By saa 10 nilikuwa nishaadmitiwa. So nikawa na plate. Supu ukiangalia venye inakaa, my friend, nikashtuka tu hapo roho. As my mom was leaving, tears zikaanza ku drop. I was like, this is the life nilikuwa nangangana niletwe. Ama nimeona vitu zangu. That went, hiyo nikacha. So nimeenda kukaa supper, tulikula. I remember that day was pojo na rice. Pojo imefanya tu yani venye imekarangwa. Yani venye imekarangwa, you cannot imagine yani. imekarangwa in a way tu, yani it's so bad. Though iko nzito, lakini si kama ile ya nyumbani imewekwa roiko, imewekwa dania, imewekwa hoho. It's not the same. They differ so much. So I was like, nitawezana kweli? Like, this life is so hard. So kuna hiyo rule, don't speak in Kiswahili. Speak in English throughout ukiwa around compound. So I spoke in Kiswahili. The principal then was Madam Kiaye. She's now in France Joseph, if I'm not wrong. I remember the principal came and found nimekaa na mamangu hapo, my school mom, and I was speaking in Kiswahili. And she told my mom, wewe hujaambia huyu msichana kama hafai kuongea Kiswahili hapa. I don't know what she did. Sijui what she did to that. Yeah, she slapped her, I remember. Alimslap. I remember that day. I wonder why that woman did that. I'm sorry. Nikaona, nilishtuka tu. Life, kuzoea food, it wasn't easy. Kuzoea to your life, it wasn't easy. I was like, wow, will I cope? And it's my first day on my admitiwa, will I cope? Like, will I cope? Academically, Form 1 was not that bad. I used to get good grades nikiwa Form 1. Nikiwa Form 1 I was good. Form 1 subjects ni nyingi, but masomo ilikuwa a bit rahisi. Form 2 a bit rahisi. Form 3 ndo nilianza ku drop out. So food. We can't compare school food and home food. School food, cabbage inakaa ni kama imechemshwa ikawekwa mafuta juu na vitunguu, ndio hivyo unapakuliwa na chumvi. Life was not good at all. Talking about coping with the teachers. Okay, coping with the teachers, ukiwa Form 1 unajua they used to be good. Form 1, nyamazeni. Form 1, please. This is how you're supposed to be. Form 1, be good girls. Form 1. So they used to take us like small kids. Morning preps, siwezi sema kusoma si kubaya, but tuko kurauka. As we used to rauka saa 9 hapo. Saa 9. Watu wameamka, kuna watu wanajivuta kwa kitanda bado. Wewe unaamka, kuna mwenye tayari alienda class anasoma. Kitambo fike class, yeye amemaliza hata unajua kuna ile unasoma alafu inafika time you are tired, you sleep kwa bench. Bench zetu zilikuwa za mbao. I think it's everywhere za mbao. So preps, ile kengele ya kutuamsha. That bell was really annoying. Na inalilia. Okay, the person ringing was a watchman. Juu dom zilikuwa mbali na hiyo bell ya class. So alikuwa anashuka, anakuja dom C, kengele ilikuwa hapo. Anapiga kwa kengele vizuri. Umelala ukisikia kitu na was like, hujamaliza usingizi wako. So the bell was really annoying. Really annoying. Class sasa. Baridi ya class. Hey. Umetoka dom, hujamaliza usingizi, kengele imekuamsha, umeshower, you've taken everything, you've dressed well. Twende class. Utasoma 2 minutes, the 4th one. Unaanza kuokota mashamba penye ziko. Zenye huku lima unazilima. I'm like, "Ay God." Kulikuwa na ile tabia wakati wa kulala unainua loka, unalala hivi flat. I was like, "Hey God, will I survive this life? Mpaka lini?" So maze baridi ya kule ni mbaya. Kulikuwa na tumayo wengine hapo asubuhi na chapa baridi vizuri. If it's sleeping, alafu upatikane umelala. Our ex principal was Madam Kiaye. The new principal was called Madam Gila. Hi to Madam Gila wherever she is. That woman was a very great woman. Academically, kwa maths, congrats. Physically fit, that woman was so physically fit. Si mbio. I remember when he was brought to our school, mara kwanza tulikuwa tunaona life very hard. Eti tuanze mbio asubuhi. Ile umeamka. Unafaa tu kitu ndo. Life was so hard. So when that woman came, thank God that woman was spiritually fit. Spiritually tu kwa maombi. I tick to that woman. That woman was an agriculture woman. Watermelon tulikula, mihogo tulikula, uji tulikunywa. As in, that woman was in balancing food. They call it balanced diet. Yeah, Madam Gila, we give you hands up. Even those people who are watching from Gozi Girls, you can support me with this. Madam Gila was the best. Let's talk about other teachers. Teachers we had, I remember those teachers who were there then. Our maths teacher, I can't remember their names. Our Kiswahili teacher, Mr. Swale. Our English teacher, we had Mr. Yawa, Mr. Salim. We had a lot of teachers, by the way. Let's start with English teacher. English teacher was so good. We had 2 English teachers there. One from G and one from Giant, and they had walikuwa wanaitwa aje wengine? Challenger, yeah. So Mr. Salim had a perfect English. Ile ya mzungu. Like how you get. Then there is Mr. Yawa. Mr. Yawa, our English teacher, G class, and he was a good teacher. Yeye ndo yule wa punishment for wale wa kuongea Kiswahili. Ulikuwa na Rwandwa, that teacher used to cane bwana. But they used to be so good in English literature. Both of them were so well, so friendly. If we come to Mr. Swale was Mr. Yawa too was a English teacher and also a modern dance teacher. Then we talk about other teachers like Mr. Swale. Mr. Swale was drama. Okay, I think in the same yeye ndo mkubwa wa drama. Yeah. Alikuwa na family drama festival nini sort. Our teachers were so supportive. Okay, if it's wakati wa kufunza, okay, they will miss with a reason. They can't miss without a reason. The only thing I hated in high school was punishment. Some punishments were so annoying. Kuna mwalimu fulani alitukalisha kwa tulikuwa na garden fulani hivi. Kwa tunaita square, yeah, square. I think it was called a square. Ngozi Girls, what was that place called? In the middle of G and the C class. Kulikuwa nako kakitu kulikuwa kanaitwa sijui nini square hapo. There is a day watu waliambiwa sijui waingie class tukakataa kuingia. I don't remember what happened. Tulikalishwa kwa hiyo area. Imagine kuna umbu na tumekaa hapo. That's the punishment. Tulisomea hapo that day with that teacher. Siku na hajali. High school life. But it really taught me a great lesson. The best term I used to love was term 2. Term 2 was the best term I ever loved because term 2 tulikuwa na mafunky. Term 2, okay, kuna shule zingine they had debates in term 1, not all. Term 2 kulikuwa na funkies. Term 2 kulikuwa na literature classes. Hizo unaenda sijui show what they go play the storybook, like we had The River and the Source. Wow, my best storybook ever. No, my best novel ever. So term 2 tulikuwa na hizo events. We had the modern dance, the what. I used to love term 2. Term 2, si kama sahi, after corona things changed. We don't have funkies, not. But during our time, term 2 was the best term ever. What I like about, our cooks were friendly. But not all the time. There's a time huna pesa, teachers have rejected with the phone, na wale pia hawawezi kukupa, you are suffering. Na kule ulikuwa ukikosa food, umechelewa, umekosa. Maybe akurumie tu, but no. Ulikuwa wapi? Where were you when others came early to be served? Ulikuwa wapi? So life in high school wasn't good. Talking about prefects. I used to be a prefect. Nikiwa form 3, form 3, joining form 3, I was chosen as a welfare prefect. Welfare kwetu walikuwa wanaangalia easy music, easy. Unaweka speaker nini, disco vumbi unatoa nini. During entertainment, that was my work. So after that nikaambiwa ni kuacha welfare. People started saying, "Oh, Flavor, you're a good leader. You can make a good leader. You can A, B, C, D, E, F, G." So they wanted me to become their president. I was like, "Hey, nitaweza." So I remember that time nikitaka kuwa president. Okay, when I wanted to vie for a president seat, walikuwa wamesema someone has to have grade C for you to be able to be a prefect, uvai kama prefect. So kulikuwa na makosa fulani hapo, nikaandikiwa D. So I was like, nimeandikiwa D na CD. I remember nilikuwa nimepata C+ that time. I went to the principal, nikamwambia principal I want to vie for post fulani na fulani na fulani. But my grade niliandikiwa hivi. And I wanted niende kule nichangiwe juu kulingana na marks zangu. Tukafanya marks na principal. I was like, okay, hesabu hivi na hivi na hivi. I'm supposed to get this, not this. So there was a machine error hapo. So principal was like, yeah, by the way, sawa, enda. Alivyokubali, I went to the academic master, nikamwelezea saa ni hivi na hivi na hivi. People have wameniambia like I can vie for this seat. And my mask, my mask, yeah, my marks, they were wrongly, hazikufanywa mahesabu vizuri. So please, if you can, please counter check for me, then you write for me. If this is the right one, I'll accept it and stay off. But if it's not, please just interchange na nipate kwenda kuvai for the seat I want to vie. So the academic master accepted. I was like, sawa, tani kufanya kanipigia mahesabu. Na nikaona, so I was right. I had a C+. So nikaenda, nikaambia nini hivi na hivi and it has been changed. So can I now? Okay, I went to the deputy. Deputy akaconfirm, akasema, okay, you can vie. Guess what? Checking to the vying, how when you look on a vie presidency, we were two. And when I say two, I mean two friends vying for the same post. Wow! Nikasema, no, I can't do this. Mwenzangu alikuwa wa kwanza kufika. Why am I doing this? Niache tu isiti. Watu kanambia, no, go sit for it. Nikaenda. Life wasn't, that time life wasn't easy for me. Imagine vying with your friend. Imagine. It was like, nishindwe. Juu nilikuwa nishaona a lot of people were supporting her. She was a good girl. She was a good person. Okay, kulingana na venye alikuwa ako confident yake, the way she used to talk, she could make it to win. Arula wanafunzi wote. It's not easy ruling those big girls there. So tukavai, the day came to compete, and guess what? I was chosen to become the president of Ngozi Girls High School. Wow. It was yani tulishindana na marks zingine so funny. Not that much, but nikiangalia I was like, jamani mimi nitashindwa, mimi nitapitwa mimi. But thank God. Thank God, mzee. Ruling those big kids. How was life while ruling those kids? Now it was not easy. Unawaambia watu waende east. Some of them, I don't know if they are sorry. You tell people go east, some of them go west. You tell people don't go west, go east. Then I used to have this kind heart. So one day to okay, I'm talking about the ruling part as a president. It wasn't easy. Kurule high schoolers, watu wao sana wakubwa wao wengine wamekomaa akili. I'm like, what? It's not easy. So tukaenda we went for a funky. I think it was a Sunday funky. So when we were coming back, walibaba shopping. Kufika kwa gate, teachers had changed their faces. Like, who the hell told you to come with shopping to school? Don't you know that is not allowed? Why should you come with shopping to school? And it's not allowed. We brought yogurts. We brought a lot of eatings, food. And they were all thrown away to the dustbin. Some were given to the dogs to eat. Oh my God. Like, who gives dogs food? Do dogs take yogurt? Do dogs take cake? Now, teachers, you are too bad now. So students striked. They came to me, oh, chakula yetu ni hivi na hivi, nikasema So I found myself nikisupport students, nikajipata kwa kesi, students wanting to choma shule and all sort. So when this news got to the principal, watu wakaambiwa waandike a statement. Mbona walitaka kustrike? Who caused the strike? So kumbe when they were coming to me niwaambie, nifanyeni venye mnataka. I brought myself into big trouble. I got myself, nilipewa suspense, nikaenda nyumbani, nikarudi shule. In fact, my class tulipatana na hiyo kesi. Imagine the president ruling students uwe kwa hiyo list ya wale walitaka kuchoma shule juu walikuja. I think it was shopping. It was so bad. I really demolished my name so bad. My parent came, they talked, explained everything to my mom. It was so bad. Teachers never trusted me anymore. Nikaachishwa kazi as the president of Ngozi Girls High School. But I came to realize nilikuwa kwa shida. Why did I support them? They came with shopping and they knew it was illegal. Yes, the wrong thing the teachers did was mbona walitupia mbwa chakula. Hata si wangechukua wakazikula. We could have understood. Mbona utupie mbwa? Do dogs take yogurt? Now. But in high school taught me a lot. Stand to your decision. If it's a no, go for a no. Let no one rule you. Wasikungise kwa shida. 2, it taught me how to survive. I became hardcore because of high school. If I have porridge, take porridge. If you don't have, stay. Tomorrow you may get. 3, respect anyone. Either young, either old. Respect them. 4, when you're told to read, read. Out here, some of them are lucky. Some of us are lucky if you really are good here, educated. How was your high school life? I have a lot to talk about high school, but time is not on my side. How was your high school life? What did you go through that I didn't go through? Is it rejection with students? Is it persecution? Did they reject you because you susu on bed? Tell us, how was your form 1, not is? How was your form 1? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like, please comment down below. How was your high school? What is the best thing you hate about high school? Which school did you go to? How was that school? I love you guys. Mwah.